are alumni. And one of those are these alumni webinars where we feature alumni speakers to talk to you about their experiences and share opportunities that you may be interested in. The focus today is on international education. So we have Jennifer Donas?
Donay.
Donay, okay.
Yep.
PAEMST winner from 2016 in mathematics. She's going to talk about the STEM Revolution University Arab Emirates training program. And then we have Michael Lowry, PAEMST winner from Tennessee in 2005 in mathematics. We'll talk about four.
Actually, Robert, I was a science.
Oh, were you? Oh, a typo.
My colleague Mark Yates won the math.
Okay, well, thank you for correcting that. We will fix that on the slides before they go out. And then I'm going to give this a shot. Sakizi Matingwa. Was I close? Hazelm Award winner in 2017.
He's on mute.
Okay, he's going to talk about.
I'm sorry. Yes. Sekazi. Sekazi. Right. Yes.
I had almost no chance.
No problem.
But I'm going to turn it over to them now to talk about these different great opportunities in engaging yourself in international.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jen today. I live in Massachusetts. I teach right now in Amesbury, Massachusetts, as a math coach for middle school. So I was really fortunate last April, so a year ago from April, to find this awesome organization called STEM Revolution, who are trying to build STEM throughout the entire world. So I was able to go to the United Arab Emirates twice with STEM Revolution. And there, one of my trips was to Elaine, and then one of them was to Abu Dhabi. I was able to facilitate 5 days of professional development on STEM to teachers there. Truly the best part was the networking with the other teachers in the UAE and the trainers. They picked the trainers that are Milken Award winners, presidential awardees, teachers of the year. So you work with 3 or 4 teachers at a site. So it's really cool to learn from them, but then to learn from the UAE teachers. Because you eventually find out that even though you're so far apart in different countries, that your experiences are so similar, especially around STEM, and trying to how best to bring STEM into your classrooms, but then also meet the needs of your principals and standards and the standardized testing. So you can go to that next slide. So who is STEM Revolution? STEM Revolution is a nonprofit company that believes all students should be able to solve the most complex problems in the world, and we're here to give them the skills to do that. They hire world-class trainers to facilitate this professional development, to train teachers and principals to facilitate PD on design thinking, growth mindsets, PBLs. They truly believe that all students can be able to solve these complex problems, and if we give them those skills such as communication, innovation, entrepreneurship, creativity, critical thinking, if we give them those essential skills, we're going to get our workforce ready to go. You can go to that next slide. So how do you apply for it? I learned about it actually through a Facebook group for the presidential awardees, and there's some teachers talking about it. It's to be considered. You just send an email with your cover letter and resume to info@stemrevolution.com or Lorna@stemrevolution.com. Lorna is the founder of STEM Revolution, so she would also take those cover letters and resumes. And basically what happens is when trips come up, they'll email anyone that's interested to see if they're still interested and to see if they can go on the dates of the trip. From there, they just pick the best candidates for that trip. The trips for the UAE are usually happening at the end of August, beginning of January, and in April. These trips are during school time, so if you're interested in a program like this, it's something that you need to talk to your superintendent and principal about. From my experience, when I talked to my superintendent principal, they were so excited that I could represent our district in another country. So they usually seem pretty open to it. So the timeline is when you go, you normally get a flight on a Thursday night. And because the United Arab Emirates is so far away, you get there on a Friday night. You get training Saturday. And what training really means is you meet with the trainers that are going to be at your site. And STEM Revolution has a set curriculum already for you. So they have a PowerPoint for you, but they highly suggest to facilitate it in any way you see fit. So they give you the objectives that they want you to end up teaching those teachers and give you the tools to do that. But they have the trainers meet on that Saturday to kind of figure out what's your plan of action. And to be honest, and every night from there on, during my 5 days of training, you meet with those trainers to kind of fix things and see how best to teach it. Then you do PD Sunday through Thursday. Their school week Sunday through Thursday, which is different than obviously our Monday through Friday. And then you leave on that Friday morning. But STEM Revolution is really great about if you wanted to go early, stay late, that you are able to do that. So kind of venture around to see what else is going on in that country. And everything is paid for, food, hotel, travel. It's a really great deal, and it's a really great opportunity to kind of see another part of the world and kind of see what their system's all about. I think that was one of my favorite parts too, is I always wanted to see how other schools in other countries are led. And it's really cool to be able to do that while facilitating professional development, which is one of my favorite things as a math coach to be able to do. So you can go to that next slide. So do they go to other countries? Yes, this is a worldwide company. Right now, they have contracts with the United Arab Emirates and actually a district in Texas. But they're looking into going into other countries. They're looking into Vietnam, and there's other countries that they're looking to do contracts with. But right now, the most substantial one they're with is the United Arab Emirates, and that's why my 2 trips were there. And what's going on because of COVID? So they had a trip in April to go. Obviously, that was canceled with everything going on. So they're actually planning on a trip at the end of August. And they're actually going to be looking for more trainers than ever due to missing the training in April. So they're going to have to make up the training in April. So that's going to be like a double the people that they need to do the training. I talked to the founder, Lorna, and she made it sound like right now they feel like they can go at the end of August. So that's something to, if you're interested, to think about. And what does a curriculum look like? So right now there's 3 levels. I've taught level 2 and I taught level 3. Level 1 is basically the basics of STEM, defining STEM, growth mindset, computational thinking, the design thinking process. Level 2, we had the teachers create a PBL and we had them shift some lessons. And then level 3, they revised their PBL from level 2, and they shift more lessons and they get into more STEM technology like AR and VR. You can go to the next slide. So basically, it was one of the best experiences of my life. Truly, I mean, I went twice, and I'm excited to go again. I can't wait to go to other countries because, again, I love just being able to see and talk to teachers from other countries and see what's going on with them and kind of see what their concerns are and kind of how they're running things. I learned so much from the teachers. I sometimes feel like I was facilitating the PD, but they taught me way more than I taught them. But it was honestly one of the best experiences ever. But I'll take any questions now as well.
There's a couple of great questions in the chat already. Like was from Jeanette did you learn ideas that you could bring back to your own classroom?
100%. Like, so one of my levels, I was teaching PBLs. And it's so funny because, you know, in the States you try to do that and you're worrying about standardized testing just like they are. But they came up with some such creative ideas with some of their PBLs, with the gardens, with water filtration and all that kind of stuff. So you just learn so much. And then I learned so much from the other trainers too, since when we're making the PowerPoints and we're making our presentations for the next day, you learn so much just from them as well, because they'll bring up ideas of how to facilitate something that maybe you didn't think of, a certain design challenge that you've never done. So you kind of learn it from both ends.
Oh, that's cool. What grade level is it geared for? That's from Lisa.
K to 12, all grade levels. So some of the trainings, and I'll tell you, are geared towards certain grade levels depending on the area. But normally, I found that if I go and I'm doing middle school, there's also elementary school teachers there. So we split them. I think last time I went, There was elementary, middle school, and high school. They'll tell you to see what you're most comfortable with, but it is geared toward K-12.
And then Caroline wants to know how many are on a PD presentation team.
So there's usually 3 or 4 of us at a site. So like when I was in Abu Dhabi, there is 3 or 4 sites. So there was like, I think there was 12 of us total. So you work with 3 or 4 teachers. You're in your own classroom with your teachers. You usually have like about 30 teachers in front of you, but there's 3 in the site. So I'll have I'll have another trainer next to my classroom and another trainer at the other classroom.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jennifer, for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
We may have time for